Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets are on a collision course for what promises to be a pivotal Game 6, a battle rich in playoff tension, physicality, and tactical warfare. The atmosphere is thick with urgency, and every possession tonight could tilt the scale of the series. Golden State, holding a 3-2 advantage, has its sights set on closing the door on Houston's season. But the Rockets, emboldened by youth, grit, and the leadership of head coach Ime Udoka, are not going down without a fight. This series has evolved beyond the scoreboard. It's become a psychological chess match wrapped in bruising defense and strategic aggression. The physical tone of the series has escalated noticeably, echoing the old-school playoff mentality where setting the tone early isn't just expected, it's demanded. And in that intensity, one name looms large: Jimmy Butler. Acquired precisely for moments like these, Butler represents the embodiment of postseason resolve. While Steph Curry remains a Warriors' gravitational force, the ever-reliable Superman who warps defenses, Butler has carved out the Batman role, a relentless, fearless force thriving in the trenches, willing to absorb contact, bark orders, and lead the charge when the lights burn brightest. Butler's presence tonight is critical not merely for his scoring, but for his ability to alter the psychological dynamic of the contest. He is averaging over 10 points on better than 50% shooting in fourth quarters during the series, numbers that speak less about volume and more about timing, impact, and execution in clutch moments. If he can elevate his play at the right moments and impose his will physically and emotionally, Golden State stands a strong chance to escape with the win. Yet the urgency cannot be overstated. Losing tonight would send the series back to Houston for a Game 7, a scenario the Warriors are desperate to avoid. For the Rockets, the storyline intertwines youth with inconsistency, especially in the case of Jalen Green. Electrifying in flashes, Green's lone explosion came in Game 2, a 38-point showcase that coincided with Butler's early injury exit. Outside of that, his performances have been puzzlingly underwhelming: 7, 9, 8, and 11-point efforts with a cumulative 31% shooting mark. That level of production, or lack thereof, is simply unacceptable for a player of his caliber. Houston's success hinges on Green rediscovering his rhythm, balancing explosive athleticism with disciplined shot selection. If he had done that consistently, Houston could easily be leading this series rather than fighting to survive. Meanwhile, Dillon Brooks has quietly transformed into an emotional anchor. Once criticized for his volatility, Brooks has matured within Udoka's defensive system, even stepping into breakup altercations rather than ignite them. He's locked in, embracing the role of disruptor and veteran enforcer. Fred VanVleet has provided stability and championship poise, and the Rockets' defensive approach has been remarkably well-structured, particularly in how they've targeted Curry. And therein lies a central subplot: Steph Curry's right thumb. Visibly swollen, heavily wrapped, and clearly targeted, Curry's injury has become a focal point. Photos of his bruised hand have circulated widely, fueling debate over the line between tactical contact and dirty play. Yet in the playoffs, the margins are slim, and exploiting weaknesses is strategy, not malice. Udoka's Rockets have played Steph physically, top-locking him, denying him space, and attacking him on the release. By NBA rule, once a shot is released, a shooter's hand is fair game. Something Steve Kerr and the Warriors have lamented, but something Houston has leveraged to full effect. The Warriors, interestingly, opted to pull the plug early in Game 5, yanking their starters with over a quarter left in what many labeled a quasi-punt. It was a bold move by Kerr, reminiscent of a similar approach in 2022 when Golden State, up 3-1 on Memphis, lost Game 5 by 40, only to return home and finish the job in Game 6. That year ended in a championship. The strategy tonight is clear: rest, recover, and unleash everything at home. Steph Curry is the only Warrior averaging over 30 minutes per game in this series, a testament to Kerr's careful load management of his aging core, including Butler, still nursing a lingering glut injury. Despite the concerns over Curry's thumb, his production hasn't dipped significantly, but the Rockets' blueprint to contain him remains daunting. They've held him to single-digit scoring in key games this season, using length, communication, and physical switches to suffocate his off-ball movement and prevent him from getting clean looks. Golden State must counter this defensive scheme with sharper off-ball screening, quicker decisions, and perhaps most importantly, Someone stepping up to take the offensive burden off Curry's shoulders. Make no mistake, Game 6 is the inflection point. Win tonight, and Golden State avoids a do-or-die road game in a hostile Houston environment. Lose, and the entire series narrative shifts. History has shown that no team, not even one with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler, is immune from the pressure of a Game 7 on the road. Momentum is a fragile commodity in the postseason, and right now, it teeters on tonight's result. The chessboard is set, the pieces are in motion, and only one team will rise above the tension and turbulence of this moment.